Hopefully this works. Tell me how when you jump on. Let me know if you catch it live. It'll be flashing right here. Let me know if you catch the replay, and drop the degree temperature outside of where you're watching from. I know we have lots of people from all over. Let me share this. If you're one of my affiliates, go ahead and share it to your page. And if you know anybody that has teeth, go ahead and share this. Hey, Lena. So, if you don't know me, I've been a dental hygienist for 12 years. Or 12 years. I've been cleaning teeth since 2008. And, I need to get me another detox mask. We getting down to the nitty. So, every other week I come live and do some dental tips. I usually kind of address situations that I see happening at work over the last 2 weeks, or questions people ask. So, as you know, I went back to work last week from maternity leave. And everything, it's like riding a bike. You just fall right back into place. But while I put this on, y'all, this mask, okay, if you have this mask, don't use it before an event because it is here to absorb toxins. So it might cause a little pimple or something if there's like some under the skin stuff going on. But y'all, this mask, nobody knows what you do in your bathroom unless you're like me and you go live. But you could use it on your armpits too if you got BO issues, and that is a no judge zone for the fact that like I didn't even have to wear deodorant growing up all my life until I had kids. Anyway, you can see it working. Instant gratification. Okay, so anyways, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're going to answer some questions that people had asked, but first and foremost, I'm going to let y'all know. I've seen this addressed a lot, so I'm going to address it live. And I want you to remember your dental professionals are like very first line of defense for any type of illness, disease, mouth cancer. Everything that goes in your mouth goes into your body. The start of your health is right here, okay? So be nice. In this pandemic, your dental people are very frontline. We are literally asking you to take off your mask so we can get into your mouth, okay? The mouth that also apparently shares the disease, okay? So be nice. Nobody forces you in that dental office, okay? We are putting ourselves out there. We are hazmated up. We are in those uncomfortable masks. We are in the masks that are probably making our lungs worse than the freaking COVID itself. We are having sore throats from them. You need to be nice to your dental professionals. If they tell you to swallow your own saliva, you swallow it. It's nothing different than what you walked in that door with, okay? I want you to also know there's more bacteria in your mouth than there are humans on this earth. Let that sink in. Some good, some bad. Okay? Now, with this said, why does it look like this is going way high? Is it because I got a mask on me? With this said, I'm going to answer some questions, but I'm going to tell you, be careful who you're mooching on, who you're sharing food and drinks with, okay? We're all the moms that like lick our spoons and then give it to our kids. I'm all for it, herd immunity. I'm all for herd immunity, okay? But I am here to tell you that what is in your mouth is transmissible, period. If your lover has periodontal disease, you have a very high chance of getting it, very high. With that said, I'm not telling you don't kiss your lover. I'm telling you y'all need to get his oral hygiene under control. Get it treated. It will not heal on its own. There is not a mouthwash or a spray to help prevent it, but I will tell you any mouthwash without alcohol, because alcohol sloughs your teeth. Paragard is a great one. It's actually the mouthwash we recommend people with gum disease use. It is prescription strength, so you can't get it over the counter. but that's what I recommend. Find your nearest dental office. They should have it. Plus, if you start to get a sore throat, gargle with it. It doesn't taste the best, but I'm not a mouthwash fan anyway, so maybe it's good to other people. But gargle with it. It's got great bad bacteria killing stuff in it. So good for sore throats to gargle. So if you don't have gum disease, you can still get it too. Also, guys, Burst came out with some probiotics that you actually, after I brush my teeth, look, I'm actually need to get more, but after I brush my teeth, I put one in my mouth and kind of let it dissolve. Anyways, yes, it gives fresh breath. It also fights cavities. But what sold me on this is it's healthy for if you get sore throats often or upper respiratory infections. These probiotic dissolvables, this particular brand and type is really good for that. Okay, so anyways, you can go to their website and read about it. That's not what I came live to talk about, but I do want to tell you, also don't use hydrogen peroxide a whole bunch in your mouth because that kills the good and the bad. So you don't want to wipe out all your bacteria because you need the good bacteria to outweigh the bad. That's what keeps it down. We all carry the bacteria in our mouth that can trigger gum disease. It's if it gets triggered. Okay. And by triggered, that means you're not flossing nightly. That means if you're not brushing morning and night, 2 times non-negotiable. I don't care if you work nights. Guess what? Then your morning is at night and your night is at morning, whatever. Before you go into work and after you get off, morning and night, 2 times a day. Okay. And flossing. Guys, if you don't love flossing, Gum Chucks on Amazon. I can send you the link. Water flosser. Burst just came out with this one. It's very convenient. You can leave it in your shower even. I mean, it's kind of messy, so do it over your sink or shower, but I like to use it like on my retainer in places that you catch food, because ultimately where you're not getting, bacteria is getting. If it sits there long enough, it sticks to your tooth and then it kind of grows like a little ant mound, okay? You know, ants grow mounds. The more that are there, the more bacteria, you're gonna get ant mounds in between your teeth of bacteria mounds, okay? And then they just harbor and shelve more bacteria that eat your bone, all right? Once you get to a certain phase of periodontal disease, it's you cannot return from it. And once you have periodontal disease, it's not curable. You can keep it dormant, but it's not curable, okay? So don't let it get that far. Don't wait until your gums start bleeding to get your teeth cleaned. Don't trip over x-rays twice a year. Dental x-rays, it would take 50,000 dental x-rays in one day to hit your quota, so chill. Be nice to your dental professionals. They are literally in your mouth, okay? We have trained for this. We went to school for this. We've been sick with all the things because we've been exposed to this. It's why we are dressed in like hazmat suits, and they just lifted where we can uncover our hair. So we don't look like we're going to surgery. But anyways, be nice to your dental professionals, guys. If you don't want somebody coming up in your house or your office being a little turd, don't go in your dental office being a turd, okay? It ain't worth it. They're there to help keep your teeth in your mouth, help you want to smile, take their advice, listen to it. It'll make your life easier, your job easier, okay? The same plaque that builds up on your teeth builds up on your heart, all right? So everything here goes to here, okay? If you want to Google periodontal disease, you can look at the pictures, you can read about periodontal disease. We are very passionate about it in our office. We're very much a preventative office, but we treat a lot of perio. It is almost everywhere, okay? It is based on a lot of the times what you're putting in your mouth, in between meals, and who you're smooching on. I'm telling you right now, if I ever was single again, I probably would not kiss another fool until I clean their teeth, okay? I don't know if that's a blessing or a curse. But either way, next question and last question is, I didn't get cavities when I was a kid, but I get them now as an adult. Guys, our hormones change and our saliva changes, our saliva makeup changes, but ultimately that boils down to, yes, cavities more so are genetic, but if you didn't have them as kids and you got them as adult, more than likely it's what you're putting in your mouth in between meals. Whether all the sports drinks, no. If it's in between breakfast, lunch, and dinner, it needs to be sugar-free, okay? I'm talking like carby stuff that even breaks down to sugars. No bread, crackers, chips, cookies, candies. I'm not talking like you're just eating candy. I'm talking the things that break down to sugars and make your mouth, give you that cottony mouth, okay? More than likely, cavities also just aren't instant. You didn't eat a Snicker all day yesterday and then get a cavity the next day. It's over time. And if you're that bacteria that causes cavities, it's a different bacteria than the one that causes gum disease. Some people can have perfect hygiene and still get cavities. Some people can have perfect gums and still get cavities. And some people can have terrible gums and have not one cavity, okay? Totally different bacteria. Remember I said there's more bacteria in your mouth than there are people in the world, okay? So make sure you're brushing morning and night. That's why I recommend an electric toothbrush. This is why I have tried many electric toothbrushes to bring the best one to the market for y'all. And so far, this is the best one. Until somebody can mimic this head, the Burst brush is the best one on the market. And it's not even expensive if you use the hygiene coupon code they gave me. So brush and floss. Watch what you're putting in your mouth between meals. If you're gonna drink a Dr. Pepper, drink it, be done with it. I don't care if you have 3 Dr. Peppers a day with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. What I don't want you to do is take your Dr. Pepper and sip on it all day thinking, oh, I just had 1 soda today. In the health world, that might be okay, right? In your sugar count. But in the teeth and gum world, you are overexposing, never giving time for bacteria to flush out, your saliva to flush out. Okay, so be careful what you're eating in between meals and snacking on. And once you have cavities in your mouth, y'all, and once that tooth is compromised, it's not as strong as it was. Also, they jump, they travel. It's just, cavities are just living bacteria. I'm a science nerd. I was the kid that asked for those like microscopes, you know, in elementary that I could play science, right? But if you put the bacteria on a plate and look at it, a lot of them are moving and they look funny. And it's the thought of it in your mouth is gross, right? So drink lots of water, take good care of your teeth, and just be smart about who you're sharing things with, okay? Now, I think I addressed everything, but the last thing I'm gonna leave you with, make sure you share this so that anybody with teeth can hear it, but also be nice to your dental professionals. They are literally front and foremost exposed to everything, okay? All those asymptomatic people with no fever that are walking around with COVID, we're in their mouth, okay? So also don't try to argue with a dental professional about masks, okay? They will school you, just keep your mouth shut and pray that the masks are coming to an end, because the longer we're in masks, the less immunity we're building and harder it is on our lungs, okay? So anyways, I love y'all. We love our patients. Be nice to us. We're nice to you. And don't forget, the saliva you came in with is the saliva you're going to leave with, and it's okay to swallow it. All right, guys, have a good night.